Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for Friday in the 7th week of Ordinary Time. I'm Brother Joe Trout, coming to you from the chapel at St. Vincent Ferrer Priory. And in the first reading from the letter of St. James today, we get this really fascinating reminder of who God is. That in his relationship with us, God is compassionate and merciful. And that is the reason why we can persevere in faith through difficulties, because we can rely on the compassion and the mercy of God. And then St. James goes on to tell us that we ought to be similar, that our yes should mean yes, and our no mean no, right? That we don't need to make, over-the-top proclamations, oh, yes, definitely, I'll do it, over-the-top oaths, but we should simply be consistent and reliable. Right? Now, working with teenagers, that's not something that seems to come naturally to people. The number of times that I've gotten a request of, oh, Brother Trout, can you meet with me after class? Sure, we set up a time. And then sure enough, 3 minutes before the meeting, they send me an email saying that they have practice, a doctor's appointment, some event they couldn't possibly have forgotten about, yet they did, that they're not that consistent. Some are. Some definitely are, right? Some are incredibly reliable. But this is a trait that often takes people a lot of time to work at and to become someone who can be counted on. And that's a great virtue just in a workplace, in society, in a family. But when it comes to our sanctification, this becoming like God, it takes on something a lot deeper. That God is compassionate and merciful. God's not merciful today, and hopefully tomorrow, but who knows? Tomorrow God might be feeling a little vengeful. That we can rely on God. And that if we're supposed to, in this Christian life, become more and more like God and enter into that divine life, to become reliable and consistently good is profoundly important. Right? That can I be merciful and compassionate when I'm happy, when I'm angry, and when I haven't slept, and when I really don't want to be? Right? That in all of those different moments, am I being transformed more and more into God who isn't just love, but God who is our rock and our foundation? It's not an easy call, right? There's a reason why human beings aren't perfectly consistent, that we are changing beings. And yet, by the grace of God, this is something that we persevere in life, that we, bit by bit, can be transformed more into merciful people, people who simply are loving, not when it suits us, but in every moment and every day. So I ask you to ponder upon that today. How can I be more consistently like God? Not just in the good moments, but in the little moments, in the fleeting moments, and the frustrating moments, and to become a rock of mercy and compassion. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.